Morning guys, Scott at SE Landscaping, and if I spin you around, it is very frosty, -2 this morning, and we've got 2 more visits to do at one of our school sites before we hand it over to someone else who's going to start maintaining it. This is one of the sites that we're no longer doing, and today basically all we're going to do is we're going to come here and it's just a matter of tipping things. Like I say, some of the shrubs you could have probably left, but I just wanted for someone to hand over. So for instance there, a couple inches just to trim off. Leaves, I don't know if we'll get that far today because the ground's frozen, but the big willow, I think I've had on a previous video, that will get cut today. If you can look at that, there's about 12 foot of growth on that. In 1 year we just cut it straight back to the fence, and it will be going through the timber wolf. As we come through, like I say, if these leaves, some of the leaves will be able to be picked up, other ones that are frozen we'll have to wait till the final visit, because the final visit on this site will be to cut that beech hedge at the front. So as we come round, I'm going to be careful today because it's very slippy, but we've got another willow structure there which we're just going to knock down and knock into shape and trim up. But like you say, it's the frost that made them drop the leaves, but I know that I'm not going to get all those leaves up today, so it's going to be a matter of coming back, final visit in January, pick up the leaves, cut the hedges, and pretty much job done. So as we spin round, a couple of the shrubs just to, same again, just to shape up. Prunus lusitanica there, just to shape up. It's not as hard to prune as Prunus loricerisus, which is the waxy leaf type. This lusitanica prunes a lot easier, so we'll get that shaped up and get that back off the footpath. This area here, if you remember, we cleared this 12 months ago, but there's been no progress at the moment, so I'm not sure what they're doing with that. So come back round, a little bit of lavender just to top off there. Leaves again, so it's been very late for a lot of trees dropping leaves this year. We've usually got things, apart from oaks and things, we've usually got the job done, but it's been very late this year. And if we come around here, remember we cut some budlies hard back last year, and just to give you an idea, you can be as ruthless as you want, I think I said on the video, and that's why, because there you go, you've got another 8 foot of growth in a year. And just a light trim of a couple of shrubs here just to finish off. So let's get started. stuff like this in the bag, not the chipper, because it just goes round and round. You'll be forever clearing it out. And that cordyline is another year's growth in the bag, and that'll just keep going up providing we don't get any really harsh winters. This will end up as a tall palm tree like you see in Spain and places, so it's gradually getting there. just short of 3 hours here, 10:30 at the moment, and the sun is finally coming out over there. And just what we've done today, knocked those few shrubs into place for the final time. Pruned the willow back to the fence. Like I say, it's in a bit of a funny place, but they like it, so we just keep knocking it back. Got the bulk of the leaves up, but as you can see, a lot of places are still frozen, and I ain't staying here till 2 o'clock. Cordyline pruned up again, well, branches pulled off. Other willow structure, the little sort of TP they've got going, pruned all the top, and as you saw when I was doing it, pulling branches out, because if you leave them in, they fall on kids' heads. Shaped up the Prunus lusitanica and the steps so that it's all accessible. And like I say, I've got rid of the bulk of the leaves, but there's still a few that's frozen that we're going to have to work on. Took the top off the lavenders. Same round here. Got some of the leaves, but still leaves in there that's going to have to be done when we come to do the hedge. So, but there's nothing trip hazardy, so there's no piles that people are going to slip on. There's just the odd leaf, which is good. Pruned up these few shrubs, as we explained, buddleias and things. Cut them right back again. Shaped the top up. If you remember when I came here years ago, this was all 10 foot 12. Excuse me. This was all 10 foot, 12 foot shrubs. If you see them now, they're coming, and in a year or two's time, you'll be able to actually shape these, and it'll look a better bed rather than just a mess. We're actually getting it how we want it, even though we're not going to be able to look after it. And this soil area that we always weed kill, I've just put the prunings back on the bed just to reuse. And if we come to do the hedges and lift a few trees, we can put the last of the prunings on there, and it'll just mean that it'll cut down on whoever's coming next time to weed kill. They'll have a mulch on there. So, as I said, just short of 3 hours on that site there from arriving at 7:45, and it's you can do quite a lot in a day with the right equipment. If I was putting this on the back of the Transit and carting it away, it's the same again. With the amount of stuff that's come off that willow, you would be going to tip, so you're into sort of a good half a load anyway. Whereas we come with the chipper, it means that no waste goes away. I come with the van, and everything's left on site and reused, recycled, as they say. But you can see, like, with the right equipment, that's the key to this industry. People trying to get away with, I know when you start you've got to get away with the basics, but you've got to build up that kit as quickly as possible, because once you've got the right equipment, it just cuts down so much on the time it takes to do a job, and do a job well. So hope the video's helped. Just a short one again with of a typical pruning session in one of our schools. Like I say, we're coming back to do the hedge on a final visit, and we'll have to get the last of them leaves on the final visit, hopefully, if it's not frosty, and then that will be adios from that job. Another one gone. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and we will see you on the next one.